I ate 700 milligrams of edibles about a month ago on accident.
Like you ate?
Yeah. I was opening for Uncle Laser in Oklahoma, and he came to pick me up, and he was like, Mikey, I got this chocolate bar. It's 4,200 milligrams. I don't know anyone else that would eat it. I was like, oh, great. 4,200 milligrams is obviously a shit ton, but it was a pretty big chocolate bar. So I broke off the top row that was just like 4 little squares, ate it, and tasted like absolute shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that fucking sucks. And it was called a donkey bar. It said, tastes like ass, kicks like a mule, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know? And so I was like, oh, that's funny. And then I'm looking at 4,200 milligrams, and then I start doing the math, and I count all the rows, and I'm like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have eaten.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you did the math
shit.
beforehand.
No,
definitely not.
Well, and we had like a 6.5 hour drive. So worst case scenario, I would just be stoned. And so I ate the 700 milligrams, and like an hour in, I felt like high school high again for the first time in a while. I was like, oh shit, like I'm high.
Yeah.
And then we got to the venue. There was a band playing before they went up. The host goes up and does some stuff. And then I went up and did my set, and I was kind of there. Like I know that my jokes well enough now that I can kind of do them from memory, but I still try to be like very present and in the moment. And I was really going through the motions and like getting some laughs, and then like not on stuff that usually does. I finished my set. I went to the back. The owner was like, dude, you're hilarious, and brought me over a bunch of barbecue. And I thought the barbecue was for me. So I ate all of the barbecue, but he had brought barbecue for all of the table. And I was like, oh, my bad, dude. And then he brought blackberry cobbler. And again, I was like, I assume this is blackberry cobbler for Mike. And I ate so much blackberry cobbler. And he's like, God damn. I was just like, I don't know. And then I laid against, like during Laser set, I laid against the back wall and just like slept for like 20 minutes. And then his security guy came up and was like, yo, dude, you got to wake up. And then we just went out and had like a night. But like, I feel like most people would eat 700 milligrams and be useless.
My spine would slither out of my body.
Yeah.
I would be in the hospital 100%.
Yeah. And I did a 20-minute set, ate, took a nap, and then went out.
Yeah, that's superhuman strength.
I think there's probably like some kind of enzyme thing going on, because I've met a lot of people that smoke as much as me, and they don't have that same edible tolerance, but I've encountered like a handful of people that do.
Yeah.
That,
What's
like,
your normal edible dose?
if I'm taking just for fun, it's 200.
200.
I gave him a 1.5 and he's like, oh, no, this is too much.
I used to be a hardcore stoner, but edibles were the one thing that my body, like I have the opposite enzyme of you. Whatever you have, I have the anti-enzyme for that.
I'm
edibles
so
just
jealous.
fuck me up so. I don't know. Grass is greener on the other side, but
That sounds so nice to be able to take an edible and feel it. Like I'll be out all the time, and like I'll be ripping my pen, and someone will be like, "Oh, I have some edibles. Do you want some?" And it's like, it's 5 milligrams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
literally
don't
just
waste it.
eating a actual gummy for gummy steak.
Yeah, and I love gummies, but like
I'm fat. I'll eat the gummy, dude.
yeah, it's just like fuck. Like it would be nice to be able to do drugs and have them work.